This young student has recently entered this school. That's why he is often alone, because he hasn't made any friends yet. Ever since he entered this school, instead of following his studies, he has always followed this 40-year-old teacher. Surprisingly, this teenage student doesn't want any student to bully this teacher in her class. But unfortunately, if anyone does, he will punish them. The surprising thing is, when she sees this, the 40-year-old teacher begins to fall in love with her teenage student. My viewers, how far do you think this crazy love will go? Hello, my dear family. Peace be with you. Today, I have brought you the most popular movie called Delling, which was released in 2015. My family, please help us by liking the video. Without wasting time, let's go to the movie. Yes. The film begins with a 40-year-old teacher named Lana teaching, but despite her many years of experience, Lana has never been so close to her students. She focuses on teaching high school kids. One day, she gives a surprise quiz in her class and tells all the students to try their best. After giving some directions, she tells them to begin working on the test paper. To her surprise, a new student named Benny doesn't write anything and just looks at her quietly, like he's really fascinated by her. Lana notices this, but she doesn't say anything and just walks away. The next day, a student gives a quick talk. But when two girls are busy playing on their phones and laughing, Lana asks them to stop and pay attention to the presentation. They don't listen and keep interrupting the class by being loud. Tired of it, Lana goes up to them and tells them to give her their cell phones. One of them agrees, but quickly leaves the room, yelling bad words at Lana. Everyone in the class starts laughing, but the new kid, Benny, seems upset. That same day, while Lana is drinking tea, she notices that the girl who yelled at her is being picked on by a boy. That boy is Benny. He tosses her bag on the ground and also takes her bike. It's clear he's getting back at her for teasing their teacher. Lana doesn't understand why the new kid would act this way. To get the answer, she brings Benny into a private room to talk. But as soon as he enters, things feel really uncomfortable between them. To start a conversation, Lana asks if Benny likes his new school. He doesn't answer, and instead asks her what she wants from him. Lana tries to say that she only focuses on her schoolwork. She also tells him that she doesn't like the way he treats his classmates. As Lana keeps talking, she accidentally touches Benny's knee. Benny misunderstands this and thinks that Lana likes him. Lana asks if he needs her help, but Benny says he can't help her. He starts smiling and asks if they are finished for the day. Lana agrees and walks out of the room, ending the awkward chat. In the afternoon, Lana is at home, looking at the exam results for her students on her laptop. When she sees Benny's report, she notices that his grades are much lower than his classmates. This makes her anxious, and she starts thinking about how to help him. Just then, her daughter comes home, and Lana quickly shuts her laptop. The next day, Lana chooses to concentrate on her teaching instead of thinking about Benny. She goes to her classes like always, and gets ready to go home in the evening. But then, she sees Benny's bag on the floor. Everyone is surprised when she opens it, takes out his t-shirt, and smells it, like a pirate enjoying the nice scent. This tells us that Lana is beginning to like Benny too. She can't stop thinking about him. Later, Lana hears someone coming, so she quickly stuffs the shirt in her bag and goes to the bathroom. Benny unexpectedly comes up behind her and starts to touch her in a way that isn't okay. Lana does her best to explain that they shouldn't be doing this, but he won't listen. He starts to lick her neck, and this time, even Lana can't resist. It seems like she is ready to give up, but then she thinks of her family and holds back. She tells Benny that this won't happen again, and warns him that he can be kicked out if he tries to touch her again. As Lana walks away, Benny says that Lana actually wants him to follow her. Lana says that she can't have feelings for her students because they are all too young. But inside, she knows that she has fallen in love with him. Even at night, she keeps thinking about what happened in the bathroom. The next day at school, Lana tries to concentrate on her work and gives all the students some assignments to do. But Benny isn't paying attention and keeps looking at her. Lana waves at Benny to ask him to focus, but Benny ignores her. After class is over, he goes up to her and suggests they go on a date to discuss how they feel about each other. Lana says no clearly and explains that what happened between them was a mistake and it won't happen again. That afternoon, Lana gets to the parking lot and sees that someone has damaged her car. The door is scratched and the rearview mirror is broken. Lana looks around but doesn't see anyone and realizes it was Benny. That same day, her husband comes up to her while she's planting flowers in the garden and asks what's wrong with her car. Lying. Lana says that she was passing too near a lamppost. Despite her skeptical husband's doubts, she lacks the confidence to tell him the truth. The next day, Lana offers her students another task to do in class. To find out if they're qualified for a job, they have to compose a cover letter. This time, Lana asks if anyone has questions, and Benny puts up his hand. He asks if it's really needed to go far to get a job, hinting at a deeper meaning in the joke. When the class hears this, they start laughing, which makes Lana really mad. She tells Benny to inform the principal about her, but Benny asks if Lana really enjoys doing extra for her job. Angry, Lana takes her bag and goes outside, where she shouts at Benny to leave the classroom. Sadly, the other students support Benny and begin cheering for him. One of them even throws a cloth at the board, and it almost hits Lana. So, she leaves the classroom. One day at home, Lana is reading a story to her daughter when the phone rings. Suddenly, Lana answers it, but no one is talking on the other side. This keeps happening for some time, and Lana finally figures out that it's Benny. So, she chooses to turn off the phone and keeps reading the book to her daughter. Soon after, Lana gets to school, but she chooses not to go inside when she sees Benny. Instead, she acts like she's sick and takes a break. The next day, she still doesn't go to school. Instead, she stops by the river and eats an apple. After some time, she chooses to go to the museum to think things over. Lana is enjoying herself when she suddenly sees Benny. It looks like Benny is chasing her. A scared Lana tries to get away, but ends up stuck in the elevator with him. Now that the woman he has always wanted is in front of him, he begins to gently touch and bump into Lana. He does it so well that Lana can't hold back her feelings and tries to kiss him. But every time Lana tries to attack, Benny stops himself. He looks like he's just joking around with her, and Lana can't understand that. The next day, Lana goes to school at last, but instead of going to class, she quietly goes into the staff room and takes the exam paper. Then, she hides it in Benny's coat. She wants to get him out of school by tricking him. During lunchtime, all the kids are having lunch in the cafeteria, while Lana is drinking tea with the other teachers. As expected, Benny is stopped by the security guards and kicked out of school for taking exam papers. Lana is very glad that Benny will leave her alone, but after a few days, she starts to miss him. She remembers Benny touching her gently in the bathroom and later in the elevator. She also misses his charming look and good looks. The movie ends here. Please, my family, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.